national public editor of the Public Broadcasting System says that he's going to take a hard look at some of the content aired by Valley PBS. On this Wired Wednesday, we check in with GD Wire's multimedia journalist Nancy Price to find out how this person got involved in examining the station, which is a cherished, long, local institution. Nancy, good morning. Tell us about the content airing on Valley PBS that's in question here.
Hi, good morning, Kim. The shows I think that have drawn the most attention from station viewers and from members of the station's community advisory board are the ones that focus on agriculture, American grown. My job depends on ag. The Tapped Out series, there's been Tapped Out the original and Tapped Out 2, but also there was a show, a documentary on KMJ on the 100-year anniversary of the founding of KMJ, and all of those shows have, I think, drawn some attention from viewers who believe that they're pretty much following a conservative agenda, that the water series, the ag series, that they're focusing more one-sided and not being as well-rounded or showing all sides of the story as they should be. So that came to the attention of the PBS public editor, Mr. Sandoval Palos, who's taking a look right now at the programming, but he's also looking at the role of the community advisory board. There was a controversy recently over the board of trustees rejecting one of the applicants to that community advisory board because of his public criticism of the station and its programming. So it's a station that's still in some turmoil over some of these issues.
Yeah. Now, some of the concerns also not just ag itself, but also all that are involved, like maybe not presenting in a positive enough light farm workers or environmentalists. Is that being raised also a concern?
I think it's that those stories aren't being told as the rest of the story is being told. I mean, between ag and water, these are obviously issues that are huge in the valley here and very important to all of us, but to make sure that all sides of the stories are being told and it's not just, you know, from a certain perspective. So yeah, those concerns have been raised about whether or not the farm worker, for example, or environmentalists, that they're getting enough airtime from these documentaries.
You were talking about Valley Public, you've been talking about the leadership, and it has gone through changes over the last couple of years, but current leader, Jeff Aiello, also produces documentaries for the TV station. He did before he led the station, and he still does. Is that typical for affiliates?
I can't say that it's unique. I haven't actually dug into that to find out whether he's the only person who's doing something like that, you know, across the nation. It certainly is different for Valley PBS. He's the first president and CEO of the station who's also producing documentaries at the same time. And I am told that it is fairly unusual with stations, you know, certainly here in California. But it raises with some folks, it raises the potential for a conflict of interest because he's greenlighting content that he's also producing, and so whether or not he's, you know, making money on two sides of the coin, both as station president and also as the producer of these documentaries, that's been of concern to some folks.
And to be able to even fund putting them together, you have to get outside money. And in response, he and his team are receiving oodles of Emmy Awards for their work. Nancy, there's a lot more to talk about, but sadly we're out of time. So we'll continue to follow your reporting at GD Wire. We thank you very much for sharing your time with us here on Great Day.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.